Good morning, 9th standard. Have a pleasant day. In the last class, I taught you supplementary part Earthquake Story. It is written by M.S. Mahadevan. M.S. Mahadevan described the destruction caused by earthquake in a place called Multi. In the story, an affected person, Mr. Preach, who narrates the effect of the earthquake in his village Multi. The narrator is Bridge, who had a small family. His father died 14 months back. He had his mother, his 10-year-old younger brother Neelu, and his sister, just 2-year old. One day, the narrator Bridge, who met a pilgrim. Who is pilgrim? A person who travels a long way to visit a religious place. He is called a pilgrim. And invited the pilgrim to his tea shop. Mr. Preach prepared a fine tea for him, and while he drank the tea, he narrated to him the tragic consequences of the earthquake which had devastated his village Multi 4 years back. The village was fully destroyed. It was a terrible earthquake. The epicenter of the earthquake was in a valley. There are 670 villages in the valley. Out of this, 602 were destroyed. Within 5 minutes, the villages were reduced to mere rubbles. But Bridge was not in his village that time. He had gone to Pori to buy his school books. He stayed the night in his uncle's house. They felt the tremor there also. But they escaped. The Pori people escaped. But the people of Multi were not lucky because the total village was destroyed. He went to his village with his uncle. He saw the worst condition of his village. Nothing was left there. All the houses were destroyed, included his house. The army rescue team could not find any living being there because all the buildings were totally destroyed. His uncle gently asked him to do the last rites to his family people. Now, his uncle set him to do ceremony for his family members who were died in the earthquake. We had seen up to this in the last class. Now we can continue the lesson. I had lost seen my family while leaving for Pori. Bridge, when he was leaving to Pori, he had lost seen his family. They stood at the doorway and waved. Everyone stood in the doorway, said him bye, waved. Ma, Grandma, Neelu and Buli. That is the way I will always remember them, smiling and waving at me. Now, his family members, everybody died in the earthquake, but he is still remembering them in the smiling and waving at him when he was leaving to Pori. Not as the white-shrouded, lifeless figures I saw. White-shrouded. What is white-shrouded? Wrap a dead body with white color dress or cloth for burial. Now, he is seeing his family members in the white-shrouded, lifeless figures. Nobody is living there. Buli, she was not there. They have not found her, my uncle said. Now, Bridge was seeing his family members who were died in the earthquake except Buli. So, uncle said him, the rescue tree people, they did not find her. The wild animals, Bridge, don't look like that. She is dead. What he going to say? The wild animals may hurt her, eat her. Like that he coming to say. But we must find her, I shouted. Here I refer to Bridge. We must find her. Like that he shouted. Bridge, get a grip on yourself, uncle pleaded. Pleaded means requested him. Get a grip on yourself. What is that meaning? Control yourself. Control yourself. But I was beyond reasoning. I ran back to the village, to the spot where my house had stood. Bridge. He ran towards his house where it was stood. There was still so much debris because no houses there. Debris only he could see everywhere. So much debris there only. I scrambled around shooting the earth and stones. He also digging the debris. Under the debris, maybe his sister may be there. Like that he is scrambled, that is digging the earth. How long I was on my knees searching, crying, searching. How long he was on his knees searching, crying and again searching his sister. Boy, it is no use, a voice said. Who is he? Bridge looked up. The speaker was the army officer who had supervised the relief operation. The relief operation rescue team supervisor or army officer. He said, Bridge, boy, it is no use in your digging. There's no one alive in there, he said. Whom are you looking for? Looking for means searching. Whom are you looking for? My sister, sir, I said. I means Bridge. Fighting to control my tears. He controlled his tears and said, my sister, sir. All I want is to give her a proper cremation. I have to find her body, then I want to give her a proper cremation. This is my duty. So I am searching her. Like that he told the officer. I stopped, conscious that I was babbling. What is babbling means? Talking, talk quickly but unable to understand. உளறல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, உளர்தான். What he is talking or saying him, he also could not understand. So he stopped. I could see that he was bone tired. Here he referred to the army officer. He looked as if he had not slept for days. His face looked like he did not sleep as long days. His uniform was covered with dust. His face was grimy. His uniform was, the army officer uniform was dusted. His face was grimy. Grimy means also dirt. But through all the dust and grime, I saw that his eyes were kind. Though he was in dust, his face also was grimy. In his eyes can see kindness. My men have been on their feet for days, he said softly. My men. My men means the army officer saying the soldiers. The soldiers, they have been standing as long days. Like that he said, as if talking to himself. They have done all they could here. How much they can do, they are doing here. Tomorrow at daybreak, we go to another village just like this. Then another. The army officer said, Bridge, tomorrow at daybreak. That means early morning. Daybreak means early morning. Tomorrow early morning we have to go another village. There also we have to do the work like this. Then we will go to another village. Like that, the army officer told Bridge. He looked away at the sun setting behind the peaks. Now he looked away the sun setting behind the peaks. Peaks means the topmost part of the hill. Behind the peaks, sun was setting that time. Down. What is going on down in the valley? The pyres burnt row upon row. That means what? Dead bodies are kept row by row for the funeral ceremony. The officer muttered something. Mutter means murmured. Shook his head and turned away. A terrible despair engulfed me. Despair means hopeless. I lay there among the ruins of my house and cried. Now, preacher, he was crying in the ruin of his house. Among the ruins of his house, he was crying for his sister. 10 minutes later, the officer was back. Again, the officer came there, where he was crying, in the place he came. With him, 3 soldiers armed with spears and crowbar. With the army officer, 3 more soldiers also came with spear and crowbar. Spears, you know, spades meaning, crowbar means a long iron bar. A long iron bar. Without a word, the men began. Men refer to the 3 soldiers. Removing the debris. Debris means already I told you, that is scattered pieces of rubbish. That is broken piece of bricks, stones, everything. They labored doggedly. Doggedly means what? Continuously they are doing without stop. Even it is difficult, they are doing their work very fast. When it was completely dark, someone brought a few light Petromax lamp. Few light Petromax lamps. Petromax lamps you know very well. In the last lesson also I show you the image. I show you. Someone brought a Petromax lamps. Few Petromax lamps. 2 hours later, a soldier called out, "Sir." Okay, students, this much enough in this class. Why the soldier called out, "Sir"? We can see this in the next class. Now, I am going to give you homework. Now, see this D Roman letter. Answer the following question in a paragraph about 80 to 100 words. First question. Explain the efforts taken by the army officer to save the baby. This question will be tomorrow's homework. You have to study and write, then send me clearly. Okay, children. Thank you.